is parallel to M. We find the measure of angle 5 and angle 6. So angle 5 here. Okay, it's also indicated that this one, it forms a triangle, and the two sides of the triangle are equal. So that means the corresponding angles or the base angles are also equal. Yeah. Therefore, angle 5 is equal to the angle opposite to it. Yeah. Now let's solve for angle 5. So that's 50, and the measure of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180. Right? So that is 180 minus 50 degrees. So this is just 130. So angle 5, the measure of angle 5 and the other angle, let's say this is angle 4. So the measure of angle 5 plus angle 4, measure of angle 4 is 130 degrees. But the measure of angle 5 is just equal to the measure of angle 4. So this is just 2 measure of angle 5 equals 130 degrees. So measure of angle 5 is 130 over 2. So what is 130 over 2? So it's 65. The measure of angle 5 is 65 degrees. So we put here 65. This one is 65. So that means this is also 65 degrees. Now you can solve for measure of angle 6. So what is the measure of angle 6? Notice that it's a straight line because it says L and L is parallel to M. Yes, but the measure of angle 6 is okay, when you add up 65 and angle 6, they should equal to add up to 180 degrees. Yes, it's 115 degrees. And take note, you said alternate interior. 5 and 6, they are not alternate interior angles because angle 5 is only this one. Note, angle 5 is only that part. Let me indicate. This one. If angle 5 is this one, then that means angle 5 is equal to angle 6. But angle 5 is only that part. This one. The one I marked white. So they are not alternate interior angles. So in this case, you will consider the triangle that is formed, and it's indicated that the two sides of the triangle are equal. So that means that is an isosceles triangle, all right, with 2 equal sides and the 2 base angles are equal. All right. Even if it's slanted, let's say, okay, let me draw a slanted line, like let's say like that, and this is angle, I know, this is line, let's say this is line M, it's like that, it's drawn like that, and this is the transversal, let's say this is 6. Yeah, it's not curved, it's always straight. The line is always straight, so it will always add up to 180, whatever angle here. When you add this angle to angle 6, it should add up to 180. All right, no problem on this. We move on to number 14. Okay, can you please clear the board? Okay, for number 14, take note here. Line L. Oh, so many parallel lines. Wow. Okay, line L is parallel to line M. Line M is parallel to line N. And then line L is parallel to line N. And we are asked to get the measure of angle 7. Okay. Wow. So if line M is parallel to line N, and that is 130, so we can extend this. We can, let's say we extend that, right? And it will form a triangle. So 130, then that means this one, let me draw a straight line instead, so you won't be confused. So it would be straight. Okay, I'll just draw that in purple. Okay, that one. You can see the line that I extended the line of line M. Okay, so it says that line M is parallel to line N, so that is a straight line, and this angle is 130, so that means this angle is 50 degrees, right? And then we're given the other angle, which is 20, so that means this forms a triangle, so that is 50 degrees plus 30, 180 minus, yeah, 180 degrees minus 50 minus 30, and minus 20. So this is 110, right? It forms a triangle. So we're given the two angles in a triangle, which are 50 and 20. So we sum them up, we add them up. That is 70, and we subtract from 180. So that means this angle here, this one, the remaining angle is 110 degrees. And now we can solve for angle 7. Yeah, how are we gonna solve for? Okay, other corresponding angles? No. We solve for this one, this angle here, the one I marked red. So we already got this 110 degrees, and it's a straight line, so that means the angle beside it is 80 degrees. No, 70 degrees. Right? You got that? And angle 7 and that angle, since it's indicated here that okay, L is parallel to N. So that means that angle 7, and angle which is a measure of 70 degrees are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, angle 7, the measure of angle 7 is also 70 degrees. You got that? You understand? Okay, good. Huh? There will be more, I think, because my other student, he's got like complicated. Like it will be really hard. Okay, I got a student like in geometry. He's got a lot of problems on transversal lines, parallel lines, and transversals. It was really complicated, like so many lines. All right, so let's start with this. So we're given that image. It doesn't have instruction about the image, because this is not parallel lines and transversal. So okay, so angle GFO and angle HOI. GFO, so angle F, and angle O. Oh, they can be corresponding angles, right? Yeah. Look, because they're both like angle F is in the interior and angle O is exterior. Angle HOI and angle FOK. F okay. That's strange, the labeling there, right? Okay, FOK is this one. Oh, let me zoomed in. Okay, so if this is angle FOK, this one, and then HOI is this one. Okay, now they are vertical angles. They're an opposite angles. Okay. And then, and assuming FI is a straight line, and then we have angle LGO and angle GOK. So LGO there, LGO. Oh, this one is LGO. This one angle G, and GOK. So where's GOK here? This is GOK. This one. Right? The big one. LGO and GOK. Oh. You can answer with no relations. Then the first one, they're not corresponding angles. Then we can answer no relation. So the first one. Because line HK is not a straight line. So this one, no relationship. Yeah, because the angle LGO, right? LGO is not equal to angle what's that? GOK. Okay, they're not corresponding angles or alternate interior angles. Yeah. Then angle FOJ and angle IOJ. FOJ, where is that? Let me delete this. Where is FOJ here? FOJ, this one, right? The big one. FOJ and IOJ. This one. They add up to 180 degrees. Can that be a relationship? But we cannot write any like specific angle relationship. This is not a corresponding angle, vertical. You can just say they add up to 180 degrees. Can we answer like that? Add up to 180 degrees. Let me check. FOJ and then IOJ. Yeah, they add up to 180 degrees. Assuming that line FI is a straight line. And then angle LGO and angle HOG. So LGO here, LGO, okay, this one, angle LGO, and then HOG. HOG is this one. Oh, what should be the relationship? Same side interior angles. I have a question. Yeah, I have a question from the start of this problem. Is there anything that says this line is parallel to this line? No? Oh, so they are not same side interior angles. Yeah? So no relationship. Then, oh, we answered like 1, 2, 3, no relationship. I wish like there was something from the instruction that any of these lines are parallel. Yeah. And then we have LGO and HOJ, and then FGO and FOK. So LGO and then HOJ. Okay, that is LGO. This is HOJ, this one, right? The big one. Oh. Yeah, they can be corresponding angles, but they're not parallel. So again, no relationship. Yeah, that would be strange. So just answer their corresponding angles and check later. Or no relationship. If they are parallel, then they are corresponding angles. But at this time, no relationship. Because they cannot be equal or they cannot add up to 180 degrees. And then FGO. FGO here is this one, right? That's strange because angle, O is an angle. It should be FGJ. So it says FGO. And then FOK. So F. Yeah, it's weird. This one is FOK. But when you look at FGO, where is O there? Yeah, it should be FGJ, right? Yeah. Maybe you can ask your teacher. Okay, so the relationship between them, FGO, and then OK. Okay, so this can be FOK. Yeah. No relationship. Yeah, there's no relationship between them because FOK is outside the triangle and FGO is inside the triangle. Yeah, unless it's F or G OK, then that one maybe we can conclude they are interior, same side interior angles and would add up to 180. So no relationship. Wow, that was easy. You can just answer no relationship in everything. Okay, so let's do this. We're given that, so we find measure of angle 1, angle 1, angle 2. So let me just zoom that in. Okay, angle 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 10. Okay, so let's take a look at angle 1. So angle 1 here, is this 56? This is 56. And this is 103. So that means angle 1 is 180. 180 minus 56 minus 103. Right. So what is that? 180 minus 103 minus 56. So angle 1 is 21 degrees. Then angle 2. Okay, angle 2. Notice the arrow here. That means this line is parallel to this line. Yes. No, it's parallel. So you can apply the corresponding, parallel lines and transversal angles, corresponding angles, and so on. So in this case, angle 2, if we extend this one, if we're going to extend this one, this line in red, it's not accurate, okay? And then the two lines are parallel, so that means that is a transversal line. So that means angle 2 is an angle 56. They are alternating alternate interior angles. So angle 2 is also 56 degrees. And now we can solve for angle 3. Since angles 1, 2, 3, they are angles inside a triangle, and we already have the measures of angles 1 and 2. So angle 3 is just 180 degrees minus 56 minus 21. So what is that? 103? So 103 degrees. Oh yeah, with the 103. And then we can solve for 4. Angle 4 is vertical angle, with vertical to 103. So it's also 103 degrees. And then angle 5, it's a straight line, right? Angle 5 and angle 3. So they add up to 180. So 180 degrees minus 103. Okay, that is 77 degrees. And then angle 6. Angle 6 is, okay, we already have angle 2. Angle 6. Alright, we solve, yeah, we solve angle 8 first, because that is one of the angles in a triangle. So angle 8 is 180 minus 70 minus 56. 54. Therefore, angle 6 is just 180 minus 54 minus 56, right? Because angle 2 is 56. So what is that? And then we can solve for angle 7 if that is a transversal line. We solve for angle 7 triangle, because we already have angle 5. So that is 180 minus angle 6, which is 70, minus angle 5, which is 77. 33 degrees. Now we can solve for angle 9. Yeah, so 180 minus 33. Yeah, angle 10 is also 33 degrees. Angle 9 is 180 minus 1. Okay. 147. Yes. Because we already got angle 7, which is 33 degrees. And they add up to 180 degrees, to 7 and 9. So this one makes sense than the other one. Can you see that? I just uploaded. Alright. Okay. The first one, number 28. 27. What's the instruction here? Because I cannot see. Solve for this one. Okay, solve for x and y. Alright. Vertical angles. So this angle here, this one is equal to this. So we can just equate them. That is 14x minus 22 equals 11x plus 14. And then we can solve this algebraically. We add 22 to both sides. This cancels out, so we're left with 14x equals 11x plus 36. Got that? Then we subtract 11x from both sides. 14 minus 11 is 3. So 3x equals 36. Then we divide both sides by 3. Then x is equal to 12. Then now we can solve for y. This angle here and this angle, they add up to 180 degrees, right? Okay, because they're vertical angles, they're straight lines. The lines are straight. So whenever a line is straight, the angles in them, they add up to 180 degrees. So we find 11x plus 14 first. So that is 11x plus 14. We plug in 12. 11 times 12 plus 14. So what is that? So 146 degrees. Therefore, 2x plus 5y plus 146 equals 180 degrees. And then we plug in 12 here. 2 times 12 plus 5y plus 146 equals 180 degrees. Is that confusing? Look, this line, this one, is a straight line. Obviously, yeah. And this one is also a straight line. So when it's a straight line, all of the angles there add up to 180 degrees. So that means this angle plus this angle is equal to 180 degrees. But we've already solved the value of x from this angle here, this one and this angle. We assume they are vertical angles. But you can always make two equations from this, and you use system of equations. You can create one equation from here. These angles, you add them up, equals 180. And then this one to solve for x and y. Alright? Wait, and you will get the same answers. Yes. We already got x equals 12. So 2 times 12, that is 24, plus 5y plus 146 equals 180 degrees. Okay. And then, can I, let me delete this. So that would become 5y equals 180 minus 146 minus 24, right? What is that? 180 minus 146 minus 24. So 5y, 10, and then divide by 5. Therefore y is equal to 2. Then you can find the angles, but you're only asked for the values of x and y, so you don't need to find the angles. Okay, now we solve for 28. This one here. Okay, let me delete that. Okay, 28. Solve for x. So it's indicated there that this line is parallel to this line. Okay, and it's cut by a transversal line, that is x squared. They are same side interior angles, right? So they add up to 180. Therefore x, okay, color, x squared minus 8x plus 132 equals 180. So this is x squared minus 8x plus 132. We transpose 180 to the left, so that is 1 minus 180. So we will have a quadratic equation. This is x squared minus 8x minus 48 equals 0. Yeah. Yeah, are we correct with same side interior angles? Yeah, they are right. And now we can solve for x. You can factor this. If it's not factorable, then you use quadratic formula. But let's try factoring this. What are the factors of 48 that when you multiply them, it would equal to negative 48? And when you add them up, it would equal to negative 8. 48. Um, okay. For negative 48, you just look for two numbers that when you multiply them, it would equal to negative 48. So that means the other number is negative. And when you add them up, it would equal to negative 8. So that means the other number can be negative or both are negative. But in this case, one number should be negative and the other one should be positive. So what are the factors of 48? 12 and 4? Yeah, 12 and 4. Positive 4. Because when you multiply them, look, you multiply them, it would equal to negative 48, right? And when you add them, it would equal to negative 8. Because 48 has many factors. You can say 6 times 8. But when you add them up, it won't equal to negative 8. So we can use negative 12 and positive 4. Then we equate them to 0 to solve for the values of x. So x is equal to 12, x is equal to negative 4. So we neglect the negative. There's no negative angle. So x is equal to 12. No, it's not the angle, it's the value of x. Can be 12 and negative 4. Let me check. Yes, there's no negative angle. So we plug in to x squared minus, what's that, 8x. So 12 squared minus 8 times 12. What is this? 144 minus 96. So this is 48 degrees. How about the other one? Negative 4 squared minus 8 times negative 4. So this is 16 plus 32. 48. That's the same. So x could either be 12 or negative 4. And 48 plus 132, they add up to 180. Okay. Yeah, and I think we got the correct answer. Okay, so we started parallel lines. So when we say parallel lines, there are two lines that do not intersect. Okay? So they shouldn't intersect. And we say transversal. This is a line that intersect two lines at distinct points. Okay, so you should know that. So when we have two parallel lines and a transversal line, we will create angles. There are relationships or angle relationship between the parallel lines and transversal. So we have the corresponding angles. When we say corresponding angles, these are the angles which are formed in matching corners or corresponding corners with the transversal when two parallel lines and uh, the transversal. Okay, and they are congruent or they are equal. Maybe I should draw that, right? Okay, So corresponding angles are these ones, right? I'll just mark them yellow. And then what else? Corresponding angles. This one and this one. This one and this one and this one and this one. Okay, so these are corresponding angles. And then we have alternate interior angles, and they are also equal. Okay, I'll mark them red. These are alternate interior angles. They are equal. And then we have alternate exterior angles, and they are also equal. This one in this one, right? This one and this one. Okay, in blue. And then we have interior angles on they're equal. So alternate corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, they are congruent, or they are equal. And then we have interior angles on the same side of the transversal. They are not equal, but they add up to 180 degrees. So I'll mark them, this one, light blue. So these are interior angles on same side. They add up to 180 degrees. And then we have another relationship, angle relationship, vertical angles. They are congruent. So the ones I marked white, they are vertical angles. These ones. So vertically opposite angles, when two lines intersect each other, then the opposite angles, they form due to intersection. And we call this vertical angles, or vertically opposite angles. So when two lines intersect, any line, whether they're parallel or not. Like, what if there's a line here and then another line here? So these angles here are vertical angles, or these angles here are vertical angles. Alright? Okay, what's next? Okay, let's continue this one. Okay, 29. Solve for x and y. So we have, it's not, it's indicated that the two lines are parallel. This one, this line here and this line, they're parallel. So that means the other line that intersect is a transversal line. So that means 8x minus 2y and 7y add up to 180 degrees. So 8x minus 2y plus 7y equals 180 degrees. Yeah. And then 8x plus 5y equals 180 degrees. Then we need another equation of 8x. They are corresponding angles. 8x minus 2y is equal to 4x plus 3y. Right? Okay. Then we can group like terms. This is 8x minus 4x equals 3y plus 2y. So this is 4x equals 5y. Yeah. It's number 29. Okay. Are we on the right track? 8x minus 2y plus 7y. That adds up to 180, right? It's the same with 4x plus 3y plus 7y is also 180, because 7y and this angle here is alternate, they are alternate interior angles, so this is also 7y. Yeah, so either way, 8x minus 2y plus 7y add up to 180 degrees. So we got this equation from that. But 8x minus 2y and 4x plus 3y, they are corresponding angles, so they are equal. So I equate them. And then we group like terms. We got 8x minus 4x equals 3y plus 2y. So 4x equals 5y. Then we can get an equation from here. We just divide both sides by 4. So we get an equation for x. X equals 5 over 4y. Then we can plug in the value of x to the first equation. It's just like solving system of equations. We plug in that one here. Okay? So if we plug that in, 8 times 5 over 4y plus 5y equals 180 degrees. We can solve for y now. Okay, then this one, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that will become 2. Then 2 times 5 is 10. So this is 10y plus 5y equals 180 degrees. Okay, and then 10y plus 5y is 15y equals 180 degrees. Then divide by 15. What is 180 divided by 15? Okay, 12. Therefore, y there is 12. And now you can solve for x. We got x equals 5/4 y. So x is equal to 5 over 4 times the y that we just got, which is 12. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. So x is 15 and y is 12. Got that? Times 12. Okay, so we can move on to number 30. Okay, can I delete this? All right, number 30. Okay, okay, it's also indicated that the two lines are parallel and cut by a transversal. So that means 3x squared. They are, what is the relationship between these two angles? Yeah, oh, what's the name? Yes, you're right. So that is 3x squared equals 4x plus 5. But it seems here that we're gonna have a quadratic equation. So we move everything to the left. This would become 3x squared minus 4x minus 15 equals 0. And now you need to factor that. You look for factors of 15 that when you multiply them, it would equal to negative 15. And what are the factors of 15? Oh no, we have 3 in front. So let's just do, okay, we put here 3x. Yeah. You should master factoring. Quadratics. So what is that? Yeah, you can. Which one? The first one? You said you multiply everything by 3. Or maybe you divide everything by 3. Yeah, but it will be hard to factor now. If I were you, why don't you use the quadratic formula? It will be easier. So negative b, so negative of negative 4 plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 15. Oh, the space there. That is negative of negative 4 plus minus b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. So this is 4 plus minus 16 plus, what is 4 times 3 times 15? Okay, so this is 180 over 6. And 4 plus minus 180 plus 16 is 196. Is 196 a perfect square? This is equal to 196. Change the color. This is 4 14, right? So square root of 196 is 14 over 6. 4, 14, and 6, they are all divisible by 2, right? We can divide by 2. We reduce them. So this would become 2 plus minus 7 over 3. So our x would be, x sub 1 is 2 plus 7, so that is 9 over 3, which is 3. And the other value of x is 2 minus 7, so that is negative 5 over 3. Got that? All right. Okay, Stella, no questions? We can continue this tomorrow if you have the time. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, we're only left with a few problems anyway. Yeah, we can finish this, including the word problem. 40, 41, 42, 43. All right. You have a great night. See you.